In the heart of New York City, a series of mysterious incidents catch the attention of Peter Parker, a brilliant young scientist with a secret identity as the masked hero, Spider-Man. As he investigates, Peter discovers a new adversary, unlike any he has faced before. The enigmatic villain known as the Weaver emerges from the shadows, wielding a unique power to manipulate the very fabric of reality itself, with a sinister agenda to reshape the world according to his own twisted desires. The Weaver poses a threat unlike any other. As the Weaver's influence spreads throughout the city, innocent lives are caught in his tangled web of chaos and deception. With each passing day, the Weaver's powers grow stronger, as does his grip on reality. Realizing the magnitude of the threat posed by the Weaver, Spider-Man must call upon all of his skills and resources to stop him. But the Weaver is always one step ahead, manipulating events to further his own agenda and outmaneuvering Spider-Man at every turn. In a climactic showdown, Spider-Man confronts the Weaver in a battle for the fate of the city and all who inhabit it. As they clash amidst the skyscrapers of New York City, the very fabric of reality bends and warps under the strain of their conflict. With each blow exchanged, Spider-Man and the Weaver push themselves to their limits, testing the boundaries of their powers and their wills. But in the end, it is not brute strength or raw power that decides the outcome, but the strength of character and determination to stand up for what is right. As the dust settles and the battle draws to a close, Spider-Man discovers the truth behind the Weaver's motivations. He learns that the Weaver was once a brilliant scientist like himself, driven mad by grief and despair over the loss of his family. Realizing that he shares a common bond with the Weaver, Spider-Man offers him redemption and forgiveness, hoping to break the cycle of violence and hatred that has consumed them both. In a moment of clarity, the Weaver accepts Spider-Man's offer, choosing to turn away from darkness and embrace the light. With the Weaver's defeat and redemption, New York City is saved from the brink of destruction. As the sun rises over the city skyline, Spider-Man stands tall as a symbol of hope and inspiration for all who call it home. Though the journey may have been long and arduous, Spider-Man knows that as long as he remains true to his values and beliefs, he can overcome any obstacle that stands in his way. And so, with a renewed sense of purpose and determination, Spider-Man swings off into the sunrise, ready to face whatever challenges the future may hold. The Shroud's nefarious plan unfolds with precision as he orchestrates a series of crimes and disturbances across the city, all designed to sow fear and chaos among its inhabitants. With each passing day, the city descends further into turmoil as Spider-Man struggles to uncover the truth behind the Shroud's machinations. But the Shroud is always one step ahead, his true motives shrouded in mystery. As Spider-Man races against time to stop him, he finds himself drawn into a web of lies and deceit, unsure of who to trust or where to turn. In a high-stakes game of cat and mouse, Spider-Man confronts the Shroud in a battle of wits and wills. As they clash across the city skyline, Spider-Man must rely on his intellect and ingenuity to outsmart his elusive foe. But the Shroud is a formidable adversary, with a mind as sharp as his blades. With each encounter, Spider-Man finds himself pushed to his limits, forced to confront his own doubts and fears, as he fights to protect the city he loves. As the final confrontation with the Shroud draws near, Spider-Man uncovers the truth behind his enemy's motives. He learns that the Shroud is not motivated by greed or power, but by a desire for vengeance against those he believes wronged him in the past. Realizing that he shares a common bond with the Shroud, Spider-Man offers him a chance at redemption, hoping to break the cycle of violence and hatred that has consumed them both. In a moment of clarity, the Shroud accepts Spider-Man's offer, choosing to turn away from darkness and embrace the light. With the Shroud's defeat and redemption, New York City is saved once more. As the sun rises over the city skyline, Spider-Man stands as a symbol of hope and inspiration for all who call it home. Though the journey may have been long and difficult, Spider-Man knows that as long as he remains true to his values and beliefs, he can overcome any obstacle that stands in his way. And so, with a renewed sense of purpose and determination, Spider-Man swings off into the sunrise, ready to face whatever challenges the future may hold. In the end, it is not brute strength or raw power that decides the outcome of the battle, but the strength of Spider-Man's character and his unwavering belief in the power of goodness and justice. With the support of his allies and the courage of his convictions, Spider-Man emerges victorious, vanquishing the Architect and foiling the Enigma Syndicate's plans. As the city celebrates its newfound freedom, Spider-Man stands as a beacon of hope and inspiration for all who call it home. Though the journey may have been long and difficult, Spider-Man knows that as long as he remains true to himself and his beliefs, he can overcome any obstacle that stands in his way. With the Enigma Syndicate defeated and the city safe once more, Spider-Man swings off into the sunset, ready to face whatever challenges the future may hold. For as long as there are villains to fight and innocents to protect, Spider-Man will be there, watching over the city with unwavering resolve and boundless courage. And so, the legend of Spider-Man continues, an eternal saga of heroism, sacrifice, and the triumph of good over evil. For as long as there is darkness in the world, there will always be a light to guide the way, and that light is Spider-Man. Despite the apparent victory over the Enigma Syndicate, a lingering sense of unease settles over New York City. Spider-Man can't shake the feeling that something is amiss, that there are still shadows lurking in the corners, waiting to strike. His suspicions are confirmed when a string of seemingly unrelated crimes begins to plague the city, each more brazen and dangerous than the last. As Spider-Man investigates, he discovers a pattern emerging, leading him to believe that a new, more insidious threat is on the rise.